Hello and welcome back, friends. If you are new around here, I'm Big Gator. If you came looking for the sharpest tennis bets, you're right where you belong. Right now, we're covering ATP Almaty, Brussels, and Stockholm, and the quarter-final round. So get into the comments. Let me see what you're playing. Keep your eyes peeled for my pinned comment, like I always say. See if you want to play what I'm playing too. And if you do like the breakdown of these matches, please give this video a like. It goes a super long way. I appreciate those that do. If you would like to get my picks as soon as I upload, go to the pinned comment. Just leave because you don't care for the breakdown, because some of you are like that. You can subscribe. It's the fastest way to do so. You can turn the notifications on just to go get it and go. That's how you like to do it. I appreciate everyone that does for any reason that they do. We're close to 700 now, so help me keep growing. I appreciate those that are helping and pushing the name of Big Gator. If you're food generous, there's a link in the pinned comment as well as a link to my free Discord. Get involved, all right? With that being said, what are we looking like for today? Oh my goodness, a double hook is crazy. Crazy. You see what I be saying about me with these over total games, friends? We took over total games in Sonego versus Kovacevic. 20.5 games. The first set went to a tiebreak. There was 13 games in the first set, and we still couldn't get 8 games from this mother. Couldn't hold for 2 games, Kovacevic. So that put him in a category of don't touch at all. After seeing that, I don't care what he ends up doing the rest of the season. That was unforgettable, to say the least. And then next we took Yannick Hoffman to get a set. He was so close. But they ended up getting blown out by Musetti in the second set. It's crazy. It's truly crazy. I wanted to take Etcheverry, but even Etcheverry was the only one that really got it done for us. So there's no one else I would have gone with officially. So, hey man, it is what it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But we carry on. We push on. We move on. But when it comes to these quarterfinals, we got a lot of tennis in front of us. And I honestly have been struggling a bit with getting all of it seen because I pay for Tennis TV. But Tennis TV not paying to be at all these places and covering all these matches for some reason. I don't know what's going on. They might need me to go help over there for real. Let me know, Tennis TV. I am willing to help. Anyway, I can't really watch them all day because I work. So I catch what I can, and I do my best. So with that being said, we're going to get into it and jump back into Almaty like we always do because it's the first one, so we have. And our first match is going to be James Duckworth going against Flavio Cobolli. It's the quarterfinals, friends, and Flavio Cobolli is still here. What is anyone going to say about this? He's 1-0 in their head-to-head. They played in the U.S. Open last year. He won in 4 sets. It was a bit close, except for the one set that he started the match off with, going 6-1. But Duckworth has been beating some impressive people, like Gabe Diallo. Gabe Diallo, Ugo Blanchet, who I didn't think he would beat either. Kukushkin and Saba Persidaze. I don't know who that is, but got an easy win there, too. Couldn't finish the whole match because of retirement. But Cobolli has been a bit iffy. And beating Diallo is not easy either. So, what do we think here? What do we think? You think Cobolli 2-1? Or am I going too crazy? Just out the gate, 2-1. Plus 270. I just think, man, if Duckworth is playing this well, I would put the set spread on him. Because he could either win in 3 or he could win in straights. With how well he's playing against, and Diallo what? Diallo only had 2 double faults. This guy had 5 and still won. And got aced 22 times and still won. So, I don't know. James Duckworth seems to be hooping. As far as the records they have so far this season on the indoor courts, Duckworth has a way stronger pedigree. Not way, but just twice as strong. 1-3 for Cobolli this season, 4-3 last season, 4-6 the season before, 5-8, 37% win rate. And then we have Duckworth, who's gone with a 55% win rate, going 5-2 this season, 7-7 last season, 5-2 the season before, 0-1 the season before, but then 12-9 in 2021. So he's always played well on the hard courts, indoors. That's always been a thing with him, decently well. The level, though, has always been, as of recently, it's been ATP level, but last year it was a bit of a challenger. A few of those were challengers. But played well. Playing well. I don't know. I like him for a set. Call me crazy. Cobolli's minus 240. I would love to take him to win, but I feel like it'll be a sweat. I feel like it'd just be a sweat. Because Diallo can do damn near everything that Cobolli can do times 5. So, in my opinion, his all-around game is just as good and better. So, I don't know. I think Duckworth is good for a set. I hate to say it. All right, next we have Fabian Marozsan going against Daniel Medvedev. And boy, oh boy. They played each other last year in the U.S. Open where Marozsan got smoked in straights by Medvedev, but that third set was very, very close, went to a tiebreak. Marozsan's been playing a first set tiebreak in every game. Medvedev's been playing over 10.5 games in the first set as well. I would go for that. For that here, he's been playing really well. Fabian Marozsan has been quite successful, right? Quite impressive. Would have loved to take him for a set in that Nakashima match, but I just couldn't. I knew he was good for it, but I didn't know he was that good for it, right? So, I want to say, given the hardcore record that we touch on all week, right? 4-3 indoors, 2-6 last season, 52% win rate. Medvedev has a 4-2, went 1-5 last season. So, just as bad, just as the records are very, very similar, except for Medvedev's got a 67% win rate compared to the 52% win rate of Marozsan. So, let's see what the spread is at. Because Medvedev, I do believe that Medvedev is in a place where he is very hard to beat at this moment in time. I think Medvedev takes. He's a super challenge. He's a bit more of a challenge to beat nowadays. Not just a bit more. He's playing really well. So when he's playing this well, he's a super challenge for most people. Adam Walton got close but couldn't beat him. So the spread is at plus 2.5 for Marozsan. I think it's calling it a little bit too close. Davidovich might be able to cover that. Not too sure though, but that's how I'm feeling penicillin. And with that, I'm going to move on. And our last two matches that we're going to touch on too is going to be we have Mochizuki going against Michelsen. And boy, oh boy, that Mochizuki did not give up, do he? Shit. What a comeback he had in that match against Dartery. He played really well. I was like, who the fuck is bro? But there he is, going against Michelsen in the quarterfinals. And Michelsen's been winning pretty successfully. But I think that his breaks, he broke 3 times. I think one or two of them actually may have been from double fault. So Vukic just shit the bed there. Could have played better, just didn't. But Mochizuki, though, I think he might play a bit better. I think he might be a bit ready for that smoke. And he's plus 135 as a dog, with the spread going to 2.5. Oof. Ooh, I like that. Mochizuki plus 4.5 minus 275. I like that. I like that. Both of these guys haven't played a ton of indoor hardcourt matches. Mochizuki's a bit scrappier. He hits the ball real well, though. He's got a good touch, too. So I like him keeping the match close, but closer than other people have been, at least. With his recent wins, I think he should be able to pull off a close match. Beating Kazo and Dardari are two clay players, yes, but Michelsen's hardcourtness and how well he's been adjusting to it and how he's been playing on it before this tournament has been convincingly enough. He's a hardcourt player, so I like Mochizuki here, covering the spread. And then last but not least in Almaty, we have Jean-Leonard Struff going against Corentin Moutet. And it's like Moutet just always ends up in these places, right? He's been having such a great year. The year of the lefties. They've been coming up for sure. So it's 3-1 Moutet. Last two times they played each other was in an indoor hard court and on the clay, but didn't really count because that was a walkover. So it's really just 2-1 between them. But both times that Moutet won were on the hard court. But as of recently, right, we saw him get the win against Nishioka in the Davis Cup, Struff. So has played a lefty recently. Outside of that, lost to Juan Manuel Cerundolo back in Gstaad on the clay, but it's been a while since he played a lefty. Moutet beat Shevchenko in straights in his home country. Beat Tomic as well in straights. He's been looking real good. Told you guys, Moutet is like a beast when he wants to be. And I think this may be a match where he gets a bit compromised for some reason. So I would take him for a set, but it's minus 380. It's not worth shit. So I don't love it. Be taking a risk to take him for the money line. If you want to sweat a bit, you can take him for the money line. But Struff, the way he's been playing indoors, might be a bit of a wake-up call for some. He's got a 5% increase on the win rate over Moutet with almost 60% win rate, going 5-3 this season. Moutet's 2-0. He went 5-4 last season though. Struff going 5-6. So very similar records. One's just playing a bit better at the moment. I think Moutet's having a better year. They have the same amount of losses. Moutet has 16 more wins on top of Struff, though. So I would look at that and say, hey, the guy who's 36-25 probably beats the guy that's 20-25. But can't just go off that. This is a lefty. How well does Struff play against lefties? I will find out specifically right now. He's 3-2 this season against them. He's 2-1 on the hard court against them over his lifetime. Let's see. He's even. It's a coin flip with him. As of nowadays, it's a coin flip with them. But as the older he gets, the more easier he is to study. His playstyle's not going to evolve by too much. He's 35, so we'll see. He's got a decent record against him, though. Maybe take his aces if you want to go that route. Maybe a tie break potential. It did happen the last time they played on the indoor hard courts. It was a first set tiebreak in Mets. So, maybe, just maybe, look into that. It's plus 110. Might be better to go for that than taking the outcome of this match, because Moutet can return the ball. The ball's coming back. He's not going to get aced a bunch. So, I do like him keeping it close, but his scrappiness may have Struff all over the place. Or maybe he just has an answer for the tomfoolery this time around. So we'll see. But that does conclude everything we got going on in the quarterfinals in Almaty. Let's pop over into Brussels, where we can get them Brussels sprouts. And our first match is going to be Lehecka going against Bonzi. My gosh. Bonzi and Lehecka. This is going to be their what? What is it? 4th time playing each other? 5th time playing each other? First time on the indoor hard courts, though. And Yuri's on a 3-match winning streak against him. 3-1. Bonzi beat him back in 2021. Hasn't been able to beat him since. Played him twice this year. Lost in the Grand Slam and lost on the grass in Stuttgart. So, more of the same, I presume. Yuri's just elite. He's just quite elite. And Bonzi's been playing well, too. We'll never forget what he did for us in the U.S. Open, man. We'll never forget it. But he was able to get through Royer. We got the set from Royer, like I said in the last video. But beating Opelka, beating Royer, those are two big servers. Lehecka's had a big serve too, but he can move around. Bonzi's pretty good at doing everything as well. He's a pretty good all-arounder. So, maybe get a spread for this one over total games. I wouldn't touch it. I definitely wouldn't touch it, me personally. Maybe Lehecka going over 12.5 games in this one. Getting pushed a bit by Bonzi. Just a bit, maybe. One set. Might leave this one alone, just because taking Yuri outright is priced at dog shit. So, minus 330, I'm not taking that. DraftKings, maybe. Good place to take him on DraftKings. Fantasy. But we'll move on. And next we have Lorenzo Musetti going against Giovanni Mpetshi Perricard once again. Like, Jesus Christ. They play each other. This is their 3rd time playing each other this year. They've played each other every month since fucking August. They play each other once a month now. And guess what the common theme is? There's a first set tiebreak every time. Do we get more of the same? Musetti always ends up winning, but Gio's getting closer and closer to beating him. And let's see. The tiebreak prop is at minus 250. If you want to parlay piece Gio and Musetti together to get it done for you, by all means, go for it. I don't know if I can do that. I hope Gio wins. I'm not going to touch this match, though. We know the records. 47% win rate for Musetti, 49% for Gio. He's 3-0, went 13-7 last year. Musetti's 1-0, went 4-5 last season, and went 0-5 the season before. So, beating Yannick Hoffman, something you should probably be able to do, but it was a bit too close to say that was really the case, right? Lost to Felix in straights, but you could beat Dardery and Comasanya, clay players, on hard courts. When you play a hard court guy, which was Hoffman, you ended up winning. It is a bit slower in these indoor courts, so it does help him a bit. But Yeah, I'm going to leave this match alone. I'm going to leave it alone. All right, next match we have is Rafa Collignon going against Alejandro Davidovich Fokina. Foki for short. And this is going to be their first head-to-head. Belgian and the Spanishman. The Spaniard. Comasanya got beaten in 3 sets with tie breaks involved. Same with Foki beating Giron. I can see these two having a long match. I'm gonna just call it right now. Collignon's gonna tire out Davidovich Fokina, and we're gonna get a scene of him in the match in the second set, leaning on his racket, exhausted, head down to the pavement, looking for answers. I've seen it way too many times recently. I'm afraid I'm going to see it again in this match. Collignon's been putting that pressure on people. Man, he got rid of Zizou Bergs. He got rid of Comasanya. He is the Belgian that's trying to get it popping in Belgium. Okay, so Foki better have all the energy he got to beat him, or otherwise he's not going to beat him. Okay, that's just going to be as simple as that. I don't got to look at the stats to tell you that. If Foki doesn't have the energy to beat this guy, he's going to lose. And that's what you got to worry about with this guy nowadays. Is he going to be fully fit to play the full match, get through the full tournament? Foki's 2-1 so far this season, 5-4 last season. But this guy is 18-5, 21-12 last season. Like, what do you want to do? For real, man. What are we talking about? Collignon is about to beat this guy. Collignon is... Y'all can call me crazy, bro. Y'all can really call me crazy. But he's plus 160 as a dog, bro. That's crazy to me. Let me get a set from him for minus 175. Just to see if I'm bugging. You know? If I'm bugging, I'm bugging. But I don't think I'm bugging. I think he's good for a set, the way he's playing. Comasanya, scrappy. He's pretty much like a anime version of Foki, if you ask me. Moves around just as well, hits the ball just as well. Actually, Foki hits the ball a wee bit better. On a good day, Foki be smacking the ball into them corners mad well. So, indoors, getting through Marcus Giron was good, but it was a long game for him. He gets tired easily, it seems like. That's my only thing. He gets tired easily. I would love for Foki to win, but the Collignon seems like he's trying to win in his home country. And the people are backing him. So, we've seen Foki choke before as well. I'll move on, though. I'll move on. And last but not least, we have a surprise match. We got Felix Auger-Aliassime going against Elliot Spizzirri. Who saw that coming? Some people thought Botic was about to get it done. He got bageled by Spizzirri. I told you the guy was nice, guys. I be telling y'all, like, the guy is nice. It's only a matter of time until he got back into his shit. Into the ATP. And into this level. Go back to a year ago when I was talking about Elliot Spizzirri. Back when Bossovaretti was still, like, an up-and-coming challenger player. He was knucking and bucking, getting it done. With Lerner TN as well on the side. This was Spizzirri was one of those people that can keep up with him. Shelby was one of those people that can keep up with him. This is all I'm saying. This is someone that was able to keep up with TN at a challenger level when TN was 58-4 or whatever the fuck, 54-8. This guy gave him one of those 8. I'm pretty sure. So. Being as though Felix barely got through that Jumhor match, I knew that Jumhor was capable of taking the. I actually took it mid-match. I was like at work and I was like, oh shit, it's 2-2 in the second set. I'm about to take Jumhor for this set. It was plus 235. But yeah, anyway. Kept going about my work day and saw that it hit. Felix looked good, I guess. I mean, he got the win, but like what it took. And I'm not going to say that Jumhor isn't someone that shouldn't be a lot of effort to beat. The guy took a set off Alcaraz, so the guy's got effort built into him as well. And Spizzirri is hungry for this, though. This is his first ATP quarterfinal, so will he keep it close? I don't know. I honestly have to see the highlights of how he bageled Botic before I can really make a definitive answer. Wow. Forgive me. Make a definitive answer on this match. Got to get some highlights in. And that does wrap up everything going down in Brussels. But now we're going to swing down to Stockholm for our last tour stop. And we have some more exciting matchups to go with. Our first one is going to be Ugo. Humbert going against Lorenzo Sonego. And this is going to be their 9th head-to-head. For fuck's sakes. They played on the indoor hard courts in the quarterfinal last year in Marseille. Guess who won that? Ugo. Ugo just got through him earlier this year in June in Eastbourne in straight sets as well. The lefty seemingly has an answer for him nowadays. Not as much on the clay, but outside of the clay, Sonego has not beaten him. So I would look at that and say, hey, a hard court, Ugo beat Berrettini. He's good to go right now. I think he's good to go. He's good to take. I would take Ugo to beat Sonego. I'd put the money on that. Yes. Would I? Would you get it? Would you do that? Yeah, I would. Why not? Minus 175. That's a good price for him too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sonego's 4-2 on the hard courts indoors this season. Ugo 6-0. He went 11-4 last season. 16-6. 11-6. Goes on and on and on. 63% win rate going against his 57% win rate. That's all you need to know. Lefty, Ugo, Sonego's not going to do much against it. That's my opinion. Next match we have is going to be Rune going against Tomas Martin Etcheverry. And this is going to be their 4th head-to-head. First time in about 2 years. Holger got the best of him in 2 3-setters. One on clay, one in Basel on the indoor hard courts. Back in 2023. Martin's been able to take a set from everybody and take the match as well. I think it stops here with Holger. But maybe just maybe, a spread can be kept. Maybe he keeps it a bit closer than we can expect it to be. Because he don't give up. The spread is at nothing so far. They don't have one. But Holger is the favorite at minus 380. Etcheverry is plus 290 to win. Jeez. They are paying out for that boy. Him to get a set is probably plus money. Minus 110. Close enough. He took a set off him last time. They always play in 3-setters, but it's been some years. And Holger's good. Holger's pretty good. But he dropped a set to Vacherod and Gio. So if he can drop a set to them, I think Etcheverry can get a set too, man. I think he can. He's been playing really well. He's been impressing me. We'll move on. Next, we have Sebastian Korda going against Casper Ruud. And though both of these guys are on my do not touch list, I wish them both the best in this match. They've been playing really well. 62% win rate for Korda, 61% win rate for Ruud. He's 8-1 so far this season. Korda's 2-1. making it to the quarterfinals, or the semifinals in Tokyo. Casper did, going against Alcaraz, taking a set off him. Don't know if Korda was in the same position, he would be able to do the same. So, I think level-wise, Ruud has always still been at a very high level. I think his execution and finishing has been a bit bad recently, but not recently. I think just like this season, he's been a little bit chunky, choppy, whatever you want to say. But I like the idea of Sebastian Korda beating Casper Ruud. I would like for that to be what happens, but I think Casper Ruud is going to get it done. He is the favorite at minus 150. Korda being the dog at plus 110. So, first set being over 9.5 games, I don't know. Bit iffy. Casper Ruud moves really well. Korda, better with positioning. Doesn't move as well, though. Korda for a set is minus 250. I don't know if I would take it. I'm going to move on from this one. I don't have any input for that one. But this one I do. Last but not least, we have Elias Ymer going against Denis Shapovalov. Would you look at that? Would you fucking look at that? Jacob Fernley is not here anymore. And I thought he'd be good to win in straights with the way that this guy was playing. But damn. I gotta re-see those highlights. Because What is Jacob Fernley, man? Like, what is this guy's deal? Oh, there it goes. 7 double faults. Sick. That pissed me off. I had to watch that live. Yeah, I mean, Dennis came back looking sharp as hell. Dropped the set to Borg, but damn, Borg put up a good fight. But that third set, Dennis was awoken, and wreaked some havoc, ending it in a 6-1. A simple breadstick from Mr. Leo Borg. So, Ymer going against one of the best, one of the top lefties in the game, has not played a fuck ton of hard court this season, virtually. Not much of it at all. But he's 2-0 this season. He was 8-7 last season. There's an 8% difference in win rate on the hard court indoors. So, I don't know. And that's a real number. Not like an inflated one like Fernley, who had like 72% or whatever. So, this is a real number. Dennis should win. In straights. But last time I said that this guy should be losing in straights, what happened? He ended up winning in straights. It's plus 700 for Ymer to win in straights. Minus 140 for Dennis to do so. So, I won't be touching that. Dennis is too heavy of a favorite. Minus 425. Forget about it. But thank you guys for tuning in with me. I will catch you guys in the next one. I will have a video actually not out for tomorrow, but I'll catch you guys soon, all right? Be smooth.